And so we are going to look at a couple of different ways to get a large data set into your spreadsheet. So if you notice down at the bottom here, I have 3 tabs. One's called copy and paste. One says CSV/XLS, and the other says script. And all 3 right now are blank. So what I'm going to do is go through 3 different ways that you might get a large data set in. The first is going to be copying and pasting a data set. So I'm going to want to find some kind of stock data. So I'm just going to Google, let's do how we do Google and stock price. Okay. And right now it gives me this, quick NASDAQ summary. If I scroll down, I see some other options. This finance site, I happen to know, the Yahoo site will give you historical data. So if I look around, if I try to say copy and paste this table right here and go back into my spreadsheet, copy is not that bad, but this is not actually really the type of information I want. What I'd really like is to do something like this. Go to a big table here, and now I have this big data set that I can scroll down and copy and paste. And I'll just go down a little ways. I don't need to get it all. Copy, paste, and there you go. Now, one thing to note that when you're copying and pasting, and you may have noticed this when I did it, it looked like I missed my last value. So it's really easy to have errors copying data over when you copy and paste. Not to mention sometimes the formatting doesn't come out so well. So for example, if I go back over here, and this time if I, let's say, accidentally start highlighting a little bit higher on the page and then go try to copy and paste, and I'll just delete all this first and paste it again. Now I get all this stuff up here. So copy and pasting isn't really the best way to get into things into Google Sheets. So another way we could do it is by opening up a file that naturally is set up to go into a spreadsheet. So a CSV or comma separated value sheet, or an XLS, which is a standard Excel file format, are 2 ways that we can get things in. So if I wanted to get Google share prices, I could go to this website. What I'd also do, though, is when I go to search for something, I could specify that I want a particular file type. So I'm going to write file type : CSV, and then I'll do Google stock price. And you'll notice when I get my search results here, all of these green links end with .csv. So now I've limited my search results to only CSV file types. Similarly, if I were to do, instead of CSV, let's do XLS, for example. Now I should only be getting XLS file types. So let's take this file in particular. Now, you'll notice here, it actually just downloaded the file directly. And if I go to open that file and click on it, by default, it's going to use Google Sheets to open it. Now, this is not quite the layout that I was looking for, but it shows you that this is a standard Google Sheet file type. So let's go back and actually we'll do CSV again. And let's take, I'm going to look for one at GitHub, although I don't think this is the one that I want. Well, we can just take it, doesn't matter. So let's take this GitHub link. And if I scroll down, I have a preview of what this file looks like. And again, I could go and copy and paste. The problem is sometimes these files are going to be thousands of lines long. This one's pretty short, but it could be thousands of lines long. So instead, what I'm going to do is hit raw. It's going to take me to the raw data. And now you can see all these values are separated by commas. That's what CSV stands for, comma separated values. Now I can right click, save as, and just download this file. Now you'll notice it is trying to save it as a .txt file, but I'm just going to take that off and save it as a .csv. And again, it downloaded on my computer. Now I'm going to go back to Google Sheets and say, let me import data. And I'm going to upload from my computer. And here it is, Google stock price test.csv. And when I go to import, it's going to ask me where I want to put it. So I could say create a new spreadsheet entirely. I could insert a new sheet to this spreadsheet. I could replace the current spreadsheet entirely. I can replace the current sheet I'm on. So the spreadsheet is all three of these sheets. Each one of these tabs is a sheet. I'm going to say replace the current sheet, or actually append to current sheet. It means just add to it. So I'm going to import that data, and there you go. So again, it's going to look just like what I got before, but it's clean. It starts in row 1, column A. I don't have any missing pieces at the end. So that is a very nice way to get large sets of data in. Now, there's a third way in particular with stock information. You could use a script. So in Google Sheets, the way that you invoke a script or some kind of function is you first type in the equal sign. And equal sign means that you're telling the computer, you're telling the spreadsheet that you want it to do some work for you. So for example, just to show you the difference, if I were to start typing Google Finance, nothing happened, nothing special happens. It just stores that text into that cell. But if I type an equal sign first and start typing Google Finance, this little window pops up. If I click on it, it'll give me these little tooltips that explain how to use this script. So the first thing is you put in the stock ticker you want, Google, and then the attribute you want. I'm looking for the price, the start date, let's say January 1st, how about 2008, let's say, and comma, the end date, and I could put another date in, or I could also just put today. So that's another function that'll give me today's date. And then how often, and let's say weekly. So I don't need it every single day, I'll just get weekly. So I write that little script, and when I hit enter, the script is going to load and actually pull that data in for me. So now, from the first week of 2008 all the way through to today, I have weekly stock prices for Google. So there's a lot of neat ways to pull information into Google Sheets. These are 3 ways, and I hope that you found this video helpful. All right, bye now.